Apart from laundry and house cleaning, kuna service ingine unaofa? Nikamuuliza, what do you mean? Ati ukimaliza kuosha nguo na kunioshea nyumba, tunaweza nini na wewe? Nikamuuliza nini?
Every morning, Mary Wamboi wakes up and heads to a particular spot in the leafy suburbs in Nairobi where she does laundry work. Hers is a case of living from hand to mouth. Wamboi is among many women whose livelihoods revolve around doing household chores for Nairobi's well-to-do families in the suburbs. They congregate at Kasuku Center in Kileleshwa every morning to try their luck of getting a job. But coronavirus has greatly disrupted the lives of these women who live in Nairobi's informal settlements.
Our mothers, for most, if not all of us, occupy a special place in our hearts and minds. We share a special bond with them, a bond that can never be broken. But let me tell you a story of a mother deprived of happiness, forced to live from hand to mouth, and can barely provide for a family of 5. She lives in the shadows of society, her anguish and hardships taken for granted. This is the story of Agnes. Agnes is a launderer, popularly known as Mama Fua. Every day she walks a distance of 10 kilometers, unsure whether she's going to get a job, unsure whether she's going to find employment that day. But even if she doesn't get a job, she faces risks of sexual harassment and underpayment. This is a vicious cycle. Her doctor even diagnosed her from chronic back pain from squatting too long before the inception of Laundrix. Her situation is so depressing.
According to UNICEF, it is estimated that over 132 million girls drop out of school to help raise money for their basic needs. Most of them also get married off at an early age. It is a vicious situation in which Jane and her mom Agnes are tired of. This is challenging, but we Enactus Kabarak have accepted the challenge. We spent a lot of hours, spoke to over 100 Mafuas and over 200 customers, and we're proud to say that we do have a solution. After an in-depth research, we found out that the market is broken. Customers lack access to the service providers, whereas the service providers lack access to the market they require. Customers almost always rely on a word of mouth. So how do we solve this issue? The answer was simple. It is just right there in your hands. We revolutionize the use of smartphones by providing a web application link that links Agnes to her customers. Here is how it works. Agnes fills in a questionnaire about her location, how much she charges, and then you take her profile picture. Now your order is just one click away. Customers can now, at the comfort of their homes, just click on laundry.co.ke and request Agnes services.
Oh yes, and here's the interesting part. Agnes doesn't require an internet connection. Customers can simply get her contact online, after which they can choose to either call or text her, depending on her preference.
Also, Agnes can be able to report any case of sexual harassment or abuse to the relevant authority, after which action will be taken.
And yes, we've made progress. In just 2 weeks, we signed up over 30 women and grew our daily active users to 200, and this number has grown over 30% ever since. We reduced the amount of time it took for Agnes to get her customers from an average of 4 hours to now being able to book appointments, and on days she doesn't get any customers, she's able to spend time with her family or look for other income-generating activities. And this has allowed her to increase her daily income threefold.
With this additional income, she has been able to sustain her daughter in school. It's not just Agnes who's feeling the impact of our project. Our passion and dedication has enabled us to be able to impact 150 lives directly and 200 lives indirectly. And this is just the beginning. We are making plans to increase our footprints from just Nakuru to major cities in the country. This will enable us to impact 1,500 lives and increase our user base to 3,000. In 2 years' time, we will be able to expand to our neighboring countries like Uganda and Tanzania, enabling us to impact 5,000 lives and increase our user base to 10,000. In year 5, we will be expanding to regional countries like Ghana and Nigeria, enabling us to more than double our user base and increase our impact to over 15,000 lives. Oh wait, we are currently working on a Laundrix pedal-powered washing machine, which will enable us to reduce the amount of time and effort that is put in washing clothes. We recently showed Agnes how to use our prototype, and she just loves it. We are constantly iterating and proud to announce our market-ready product, which is now out. Our impact does not just end there. We just realized that Mama 4 is one of the many informal workers who are marginalized and lack a proper place to advertise their services. Therefore, we are integrating services from car washing, hair and beauty, and nanny services, making our platform all-rounded.
And this is just no ordinary project. We believe in making our social enterprises self-sustaining. And this can only happen if we make money. Our revenues will come from 3 main sources. These are advertising, online subscriptions, and market sales of Laundrix devices. From the profits we get, 80% will be reinvested, while the rest 20% will be given to these women to help them through means like small household loans and other skill training. For instance, mask making and shampoos and other skill training to help them improve their income. And that's not all. Our passion for innovation and a team of self-driven, motivated group has enabled us achieve a very important milestone. We have taken business, but most of all, social enterprises to another level. Our drive for impact and profit has enabled us develop projects. We trained and employed youths at risk of falling into drug abuse on how to convert plastic waste bottles into hand brooms. We piloted this project with over 20 young men, spent a total of 240 hours, and managed to increase their income from barely nothing to an average of 600 shillings per day.
My name is George Muraya. I am a resident here in Rafiki. I am among the youths around here, and these young entrepreneurs from Kabarak University have taught us some skills that you are seeing me display here. They have taught us how to make brushes, and for now, we have a new way to sustain ourselves economically through this enterprise. We are very grateful to these students for these skills and their time in helping us. We now have a means of livelihood. I don't have much to say in regards to this.
We also developed Life UVs, an innovative way of purifying water for drinking by using sun ultraviolet light. UV light kills up to 99% of microorganisms. This enabled us to protect over 20 families from waterborne diseases. This is what matters, the impact of our project, how it will change people's lives. Because for us, an idea deserves to exist only if it makes a difference. We spend a lot of time on our ideas until every idea enhances the life it touches. It's basically what Enactus is at its best. Innovation, passion, and persistent are not just words to us. They are values that we live by. Values that pushes us to make a change. You have seen it reflected in our project, and you will continue seeing it in the future.
This is Enactus Kabarak. We invite you to support us and accelerate this change.